Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So it turns out that mathematics is very powerful language. It has generated considerable insight in physics, in biology and economics, but not that much in the humanities and in history. I think there's a belief that it's just impossible that you cannot quantify the doings of mankind, that you cannot measure history. But I don't think that's right. I want to show you a couple of examples why. So my collaborator Iris and I were considering the following fact that two kings parted by centuries will speak a very different language, that a powerful historical force. So the king of England after the Greek will use a vocabulary and grammar that is quite different from the king of Europe, JZ. Now it's just the way it is. Language changes over time and it is a power force. So Iris and I want to know more about that. So we pay attention to a particular grammatical rule, past tense conjunction. So you just add ed to a verb that the end to signify the past. Today about yesterday about, but some verbs are irregular. Yesterday I thought, no, what's interesting about that is irregular verb with one verb and JZ have become more regular. Like the verb to wear that you see here has become regular. So it is an followed that fate of over 100 irregular for through 12 centuries of English language, and we saw that actually a very simple mathematical pattern that captures this complex historical change, namely if a verb is 100 times more frequent than another, it regulars 10 times slower. That's a piece of history, but it comes in mathematical Robbi. Now, in some cases, man can even have extend or purpose explanation for historical force. So here, Steve Pinker and I were considering the magnitude of war during the last 2 centuries. There's actually a well-known regularity to the number of wars that are 100 times, the clear is 10 times smaller. So there are 30 wars that are about as deadly as the 6 days war. But there's only 4 wars that are 100 times deadly, like both War I. So what kind of the historical mechanism can produce that? What the origin of this? So Steve and I draw mathematical analysis proves that that's actually a very simple phenomenon, and the root of this, which lies in our brains. This is a very well known figure in which we perceive quantities in relative wise quantities, like the initiative of light or the loudness of a sound. For instance, communicating 10,000 soldiers to the next battle sound like a loud. It's relatively known in youth already committed 1,000 soldiers previously, but it doesn't sound so much. It's not really enough. It won't make a difference if you already committed 100,000 soldiers previously. So you see that because of the why we perceive quantities as the what drags on the number of soldiers committed to it, and the casualty will increase not literally like 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, but exponentially 10,000, later 2,000, later 40,000, 60,000. And so that explains this pattern that we've seen before. So here, mathematics is able to link a well-known future of the individual mind with a long-term historical pattern that unfolds over centuries and across continents. So they speak of examples today. There are just a few of them. But I think in the next decades they will become commonplace. The reason for is that the historical record becoming digitized at a very fast pace. So that about 130 million books that have been written since the dawn of time. Companies like Google have digitized many of them, above 20 million actually, and when the stuff of historical is available in digital form, it makes it impossible for a mathematical analysis to very quickly and very confidently review trends in our historical and our culture. So I think in the next decade, the sciences and the humanities will come closer together to be able to answer the question about mankind. And I think that mathematics will be a very powerful language to do that. It will be able to reveal new trends in our story. Sometimes to explain them, and maybe even in the future to predict what's going to happen. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum.